Okay, welcome back. My name is Beaumont, and this is Vibrational Guidance Over Truth, where we align with the images of the cards to relay to us what spirit, our guides, our ascended masters, our ancestors need to tell us. Again, I am not an astrologer. I do not communicate based on character of zodiac. What I am going to do is look purely at the images of the cards. Each week there will be a new theme. The theme for this week is herbal and natural and animal spirit healing. And so I have 4 different decks here. Our first reading came from the Herb Crafters Tarot, and our second is coming from the Herbal Astrology Oracle. Okay, so let's get in. We have 2 questions for our 10-minute readings. And today's first question is, what part of me is asking to be nurtured with new growth? So, what part of me is asking to be nurtured with new growth? All right. What part of the collective is asking to be harvested with new growth? Thank you so much. What part of the collective is being asked to be nurtured with like new growth? All right. So we have cards coming out. The first is the rose. So we have love. There needs to be a nurturing of love in your life, wherever that is, with a pet, love with food, love with community, love with children, love with a significant other, a spouse. And then here we have several cards. Moving forward, working with chamomile, so inner peace, that is so in alignment. The answer, the question next, what part of us needs to be nurtured? Not only inner peace, but a revival of some aspect of yourself, how you soar like the eagle above the mountains in this image. So something in you needs to be revived. Also moving forward, we have the retreat card. So you need to go on a retreat. You might need to do a staycation, kick everybody out of the house if you can for 4 hours, and you just bubble bath, you just cleanse, you just eat, you just take care of yourself. All right. We next have the hibiscus card. So what other part of you is asking to be nurtured is your joy, your joy. So maybe some of you, if you're into hibiscus, you need to go take a sip of some hibiscus and sip on some joy, watch some comedy. And then finally, we have what part of me needs to be nurtured? And our answer is milk thistle, the peaceful warrior. So clearly, with peace coming out twice and looking at the images on these cards, we are in a time of needing rest. The collective needs to revive their soul after a rest and go on a retreat, potentially to initiate this revival. And from that experience of retreating alone or retreating in a safe haven community, that joy is going to come in, and that peaceful warrior that you are is going to flourish. So we are so thankful for these answers. Again, it all starts with love. The numbers on these cards, if you're interested, is the 12 for the rose of love, 9 for chamomile, 26 for revival, 27 for retreat, 14 for hibiscus, and 23 for milk thistle. And I don't think it's a coincidence that we have a 2, a 2, a 2, and a 2 here. All right. So you might want to look up the spiritual meaning of 2222. Our next question that we're going to ask Spirit and our guides and our ancestors is, where have I been uprooted? Where have I allowed myself, or I myself have uprooted myself? And how can I replant myself with intention? All right, Spirit guides, where have we been uprooted? Oh, we've got some answers. Where have we been uprooted? And how can we replant ourselves with intention? All right. Wow. Look at these answers. So I'm going to read them as they came out. First, we have over peaceful warrior. Where have we been uprooted? First, there has been a death. There has been an ending that we have needed to experience. And that has caused some uprooting, that necessary let go that's come from cosmic source. We also have some stillness. So where have we uprooted ourselves and moving too much and being too much of a busybody? We need to sit still in this season of our life get some skull cap if you're interested in that. And there's also a scorpion on that card. Where else have we been uprooted? Over the peaceful warrior is the ginseng with the magician. So believing in our magic, knowing what is our time frame for manifestation. A lot of people can manifest within a certain time frame when their emotion and their mind and their belief in speaking it like it already is consistently done over a period of time. Some people can manifest within 4 days. Some people in complete alignment can manifest within 2 weeks. Others, it might take them 3 to 6 months. But those magicians, those of you who know you've got magic in you, you've been able to send out a call, send out a prayer, and it came. Go back and reflect. How long did it take for you to receive that miracle, that blessing? And then you got to get your magic back. That's what's been uprooted. Your belief in your ability to manifest, not just believe it and pray it and speak it with mantras, but to act on it and to see it and believe it and it come through. Now, we also have the poppy seed, the dream. So your dreams have been uprooted. So there's a death, some stillness, magician, and the dreams have been uprooted. Now, right here, we've got a lot, and I'm just going to slide these to the side to get them right. Above the retreat, we have these cards mainly. What's been uprooted is our sense of nurturing ourselves. What has also been uprooted is a sense of anima mundi, the dragon's blood. And I'm going to have to look this card up because I'm not sure what that means. So I'm going to sit it here. Also moving forward, what's been uprooted is a sense of purity. Someone might have had their purity, pureness of their minds, their thoughts about a particular topic, or potentially, unfortunately, maybe someone's body has not been respected. What also has been uprooted is the guardian, a sense of protection, a sense that someone, a parent or a lover, and it's 7:17 right now on the clock, has not been respectful of their role as guardian. And then what has also been uprooted is transfiguration, the ability to transform. And this is the traditional Tower card. Now, above revival, what has been uprooted is the metamorphosis. And again, these readings are not for children, so I am going to show the images on the card and not try to cover them up unless I am told to do so. But the revival needs to be of your metamorphosis. You got to go through that metamorphosis. If it's drinking more water, get out there and drink that water. Replace all soda with it. If the metamorphosis is working out and you just do 5 push-ups a day, 5 squats a day, 5 lunges a day, 5 arm curls, and you walk for 5 minutes, you get out there and you do that. 7:47 was just now on the clock. What else needs to be revived is your radiance. So I know I'm in alignment here because your sense of belief in your beauty, outward and inward, is needing to be revived. And then what we have next is dandelion, the wounded healer. That's the energy I can feel that potentially some of you are in. So before we are up on time, because it's almost 10 minutes, I do want to look in the book and see what this dragon's blood means. What does dragon's blood mean? And here we are. In the upright, it means oneness, merging with the divine, access to the world soul, occult knowledge, initiation, universal donor, and entry into the great void. In the reverse, it means someone is feeling lost in the unknown, dark magic is being used, overwhelmed sense and feeling, inner conflict, and blocked spiritual sight. All right. The astrological ruler of dragon's blood is the black moon, Lilith, and Pluto. So guidance. Dragons are ancient guardians of the earth, symbolizing hidden knowledge and auspicious powers of supernatural origin. Dragons are etheric beings that inhabit the deepest pockets of the ethers and have dominion over the 4 elements. Dragon's blood core oozes blood, representing the collective blood, the blood of nature, and the serving as a gateway of the anima mundi, the world soul. Wow. So we're at 9:20 now. The world soul, the blood of earth is oil. So the pulling of earth's blood, the oil out, and the abuse of it, and the pulling of your blood out, and not respecting the originator how the dragon within you needs to be respected. That's what you need to sit and reflect with. So thank you so much for participating in our reading, and I hope you have a great rest of the day.